You are looking live at the baseball field at Pascack Hills High School in Montvale, New Jersey, where today PH Athletics once again presents baseball. And today was supposed to be senior night, but it won't be. It's Tenafly against Pascack Hills. Joe Giordano's sick, that's why we are not honoring our seniors today. Hopefully we'll be here when we do, but this may be the final time we are on this baseball field here at Pascack Hills in the regular season. Of course, the state playoffs coming up soon. This is the final week of the regular season for most, if not all, of our Pascack Hills sports. I'm Matthew Merlino. Let's give you the significance of this matchup, and it sits entirely within the PowerPoint race, which closes in about 4 days after May the 18th. The PowerPoints are done and state tournament seeding is concluded, and we will find out where teams rank in the state tournament. For Hills, they compete in North 1 Group 2, and they sit third right now, a 17-7 record, putting them only behind Glen Rock and a team that they beat twice this season, Indian Hills, who is 16-6. Of course, the Broncos lost to Glen Rock in the county tournament first round. Tenafly competes in North 1 Group 3, and they are a half point off of tying Morris Hills for the final spot in the state tournament in their section. Morris Hills with 263, Tenafly with 262 and a half. Morris Hills has an 8-12 record, Tenafly 7-14, but they can draw even with Morris Hills on wins, and I believe they can get into that 16th spot with a win today. It will be tough against Pascack Hills, but we shall see how things go. When we come back, we'll give you the first pitch and all of the action here at the home of the Broncos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun for the final time this regular season. It's Pascack Hills baseball on PH Athletics, and the starting pitcher today for the Broncos is Ewan Colgan. He's a senior, and I believe this is the first start of his that we are documenting today. He's had a good season, has pitched 307 pitches, which is the most out of this Bronco team, beaten only by Ari Stern, Joe Napolitano, and Andrew Strime. He has 12 strikeouts and 6 walks, which have contributed to a 1.12 ERA. His first pitch is a ball. And that pitch was to the first batter in the Tenafly lineup, of course. That is Soma Yamazaki. He is a senior. Checked to swing, but it was a called strike anyway. He's batting .358 so far this year, .396 slugging, and has just one extra base hit, a triple. Ground ball. A little bouncer as Colgan fields it, gets it over to Kyle Wankus, who's back at his usual first base for the first out of this game. And that'll give us a chance to go through the Bronco lineup, but not before we introduce the second batter in the Tenafly lineup. This is Roman Mita, batting .291. And make it 0-2. The fielders for Hills, more of a conventional lineup than we've seen, especially in that county tournament game. It's AB at catcher as there's a base hit getting through second for Mita. And there's a man on first with one away. It's Kyle Wankus back at first base after a short excursion at second. Andrew Strime fills that role at second. Matt Tortora, of course, at short. He's another senior, and a senior to his right at third base with Ari Stern. Outfield man by a sophomore, Emerson Cho, and 2 seniors, Ronan Stern in center and Jake Lula in right. First pitch to the third batter is an inside ball. That third batter for Tenafly is Theo Wasserloff. He is the third baseman for the Tigers. And he's batting a .397 so far this year, with a .448 slugging. It's been a pretty good hitting year for Wasserloff with 20 base hits and 3 doubles. See what he can do with a man on first. Here's a 1-1 from Colgan. It hits his shoulder. Tortora over to first, 2 away. And it is Mita advancing to second, which will bring up Asher Zorn. Another senior batting .281 as they check on Colgan, who took that glancing off of his shoulder, his pitching shoulder, I believe. And you may be able to hear our PA announcer Paul Henry over at the fields, the turf fields where boys lacrosse is playing Old Tapan today. A very productive day in Hill Sports right now. We have, of course, track practice happening right behind us. They're throwing javelin. They're also throwing shot put and discus. And, of course, the runners are down on the track itself. Tennis is away, JV at Park Ridge, and a big one for Varsity in division. They're trying to go undefeated against Indian Hills. And we have boys lacrosse against Old Tapan. Big Tuesday as we get set in the final regular season week. It is an 0-1 count here for Asher Zorn. Outside ball 1. Colgan checking second. Torts trying to bait the throw. There's a ground ball down the first base line. Wankus fields it and runs over to first to send us to the middle of the first with a 0-0 tie. Here comes Kyle Wankus to the plate to lead things off for Pascack Hills. At the plate so far this year, 5.59 average, the leader on this Hills team, who regularly starts. The pitcher today for Tenafly, we saw him bat last inning. This is Asher Zorn. The senior is the 4th most productive on the Tenafly team by pitch count with 323. He has 21.1 innings pitched, which puts him second on the Tigers, but he has the best ERA of that bunch with a 1.64 earned run average. And inside ball gets the Broncos started at the plate. We could see a pitcher's duel breaking out here. We shall see how things go. Colgan allowed just 1 hit in that top of the first. We'll see what happens here with Zorn on the mound. It's a 1-1 count to Wankus. Catcher for Tenafly, Joe DeGlominy. First base manned by Dylan Powell Miller. Second is Yejun Lee, who is being replaced in the lineup by Tony Knaus. He's the designated hitter, and he'll bat 7th. Third base is Theo Wasserloff, and short is Ramon Mita. As we have a 3-1 count here. And the outfield is manned by Ryan Terabakija in left, center Joey Princiati, and right is Soma Yamazaki. We'll have a full count for Kyle Wankus on our first at-bat for Pascack Hills. Ground ball bouncer to short, and it'll be 1 away. And with Joe Giordano sick today, that means Ronan Stern comes up from his usual 9th batting position to bat 2nd in the Pascack Hills order. Stern is, of course, the center fielder today, and he gets a called strike 1. Ground ball, third baseline, and foul. 0-2. Here's an 0-2 pitch to Ronan Stern. Checked his swing and a ball. One and two. A swing and a miss, and two are away. And back to Matt Tortora in the third slot. Swings and misses on the first pitch. Torts this year batting a 3.6, 8.25 for 68 with 7 walks and 2 hit by pitches. Oh, 2 count, and Zorn has a chance to have a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. 0-2 to Matt Tortora. Fouled off. Here's the 1-2, or 0-2, excuse me. It bounces over. A base hit for Matt Tortora with 2 away. Here comes the cleanup batter, Andrew Strime, and he'll need a big one here to get Torts in. Strime, another senior, batting .383 and a 5.67 slugging. Torts looked to go. He was antsy. And we have a 1-0 count. High fly ball may go off the wall in right center. Torts is going to come home with 2 away. Not that it matters much. Here's the throw at the plate. It doesn't even get there. And Andrew Strime, a 2-out RBI double to give Pascack Hills a 1-0 lead. And now up comes Anthony Blackford. AB's more known for his catching than his hitting, but it hasn't stopped him to have a .265 average this season. It's an outside ball 1. Strime leading. Called strike right over the plate. It's a 1-1 count to Anthony Blackford. He rips one into right field where the catch will be made. We end the first inning with a 1-0 Pascack Hills lead. After a productive bottom of the first inning for Pascack Hills, we'll see if they can shut down Tenafly in the top of the second. Tigers will begin at the plate with their catcher, Joe DeGlominy. He's only a junior and takes ball 1 outside. DeGlominy batting .067 this year, so again, he may be known more for his catching than his hitting as Tortora gets the first out. And here's Joey Princiotti, the senior center fielder. He's batting .209 in both average and slugging. Ooh, a called strike, a bit high. And that'll make it 2. Nice movement on that pitch from Ewan Colgan. Here's the 0-2, and it's fouled off. Princiotti trying to do what Ramon Mita did in the top of the first inning and get on base with one away. Has an 0-2 count here. The pitch from Colgan. Hit. Infield fly. It'll drop and get through Strime, so Princiotti does what was done before. One out base hit for Tenafly. And now the designated hitter for Tenafly. This is Troy Knaus. He is only a sophomore and is batting .241. Has a .345 slugging average as well. Through 4 singles and 3 doubles. First pitch is a strike. And we'll make it a 1-1 count. Swinging and missing, 1 and 2 with just 1 away. Here's the 1-2 to Troy Knaus. Swung on and missed. 2 away for Colgan. And here is the first baseman, Dylan Pow Miller. .264 and .358 for the sophomore this season.
You are not behind the screen. You're in the wrong place.
Called strike on the first pitch. 0-1 to Miller. They're watching the base paths intently, but no steal attempt from Princiotti. He has just 1 stolen base this season. 1-2 for Colgan, 1 strike away from the middle of the second inning. And it's a little blooper. Torts will make the throw to first, and that'll send us back to the dugout. 1-0 still our score. Middle of the second. We'll see if Hills can pile on. We are in the bottom of the second inning now. The walk-up music belongs to Jake Lula. Lula, .339 this year. He's played in pretty much every game, and a nice flash of the glove for 1 away. The play made by the pitcher, Asher Zorn. And here is Ari Stern at the plate. Stern is the 7th batter in the Bronco lineup today, the senior batting .224 and at third base. That's a high fly ball, maybe dealt with by the infield, but it goes into the forest. Oh, 1 for Stern. One pitch is low. And there's a high fly ball. May go. No, caught near the wall. A high fly out to left, but it just didn't have enough distance. And so 2 are away with none on, and up comes the pitcher, Ewan Colgan. Colgan, in his 25 at-bats, has 3 hits, 120 and 160. There's a ground ball to short, and a 1-2-3 inning for Tenafly. Still a 1-0 Broncos lead after 2. And we begin the top of the third with the end of the Tenafly lineup. This is Ryan Tarabakija. He grounds one to Torts, and it's a high throw, maybe an E6. But nevertheless, Tarabakija is on. And back to the top of the order for Tenafly with Soma Yamazaki. That's a way outside ball 1. He's bunting, got it off. Here's the throw to first. It's in time from Anthony Blackford, the catcher, but the runner does advance. One away, and we'll see what Ramon Mita can do. He already has 1 hit so far this game. Fouled off high. Oh, 1 here after the foul ball. Ground ball. Stern. It gets through. Maybe a run. Here's Cho. The throw will stop things, but it is a double. And with 1 away, the tying run is at third base. We'll see if Theo Wasserloff can bring in Tarabakija. Called strike. one low and outside, so it's a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. It's going to be strike 2 called. A big 1-2 pitch to Theo Wasserloff. Here it comes. Ground ball. Picked up by Stern over to first. It's not handled. And we may have a play at the plate. He's out! We're tied, but there are 2 away after Tenafly tried to take the lead. And it is an RBI single for Theo Wasserloff. He's on first base, as now Asher Zorn, the pitcher, comes to the plate. Just into the glove of Blackford, almost didn't handle it. The 1-0 fouled off. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Another ball, 2-1. This to Asher Zorn. And there's a crack. It'll get through, and this may be a double. Throw at third. Oh, he's safe. Looked very close. But the call. And now it seems we have an injury for Ari Stern, I believe. And while he's being talked to by the medical professionals, we'll take a break. Well, Ari Stern got up and took a walk back to the dugout. He is replaced by Corey Ginsberg. There are 2 away and runners on first and third. We have a tie ball game, 1-1. So the batter here is, if I'm not mistaken, Joe DeGlominy. But I could be incorrect, as there's a hit down to Strime. Wankus at first makes the grab. Middle of the third, tied at 1. Here is Emerson Cho. Kyle Wankus and Ronan Stern also due up as we begin the bottom of the third inning. There's a 1-0 inside 2-0. Clouds are coming in. We don't expect rain today, although it is likely for tomorrow through Friday, but these do look dark and gray, so we shall see what happens. 3-0 is the count, and it's called strike 1. And here's the 3-1 to Cho, fouled off, 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 to Cho. Ground ball, not handled well, and Cho may be on. Throw to first. He was off the bag, so Emerson Cho gets a full count single. And here comes Kyle Wankus. First pitch to him, a called strike. And we have a 1-1 count. Here is the pitch. 1-2. Tenafly pitcher is still Asher Zorn, as that one fouled off. There's a high foul ball over the first baseline fence and into the trees. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball, third base line. It'll get through, and it's 2 straight base hits for Pascack Hills to start the bottom of the third inning. And now Ronan Stern will come to the bag. runners on first and second. The first pitch to Ronan Stern. Look to bunt, pulled back, ball one. Just past 5 o'clock. We are in the bottom of the third inning. There's a foul ball off the bunt, so a 1-1 count. Well, after their incredible 9-game win streak, Hills has had 2 straight wins, 2 big ones over Dwight Morrow and Ridgefield Park. Of course, in between the loss to Glen Rock, there's another foul bunt. So good momentum for the Broncos heading to state tournament time. Tenafly is taking a tour of the Pascack Valley Regional School District. They lost to Valley at home, 1-0 loss, then beat Lodi 13-1, and then came to Pascack Valley in Hillsdale on the 9th and lost, as there's a high fly ball coming over and a nice catch. The center fielder will not get a tag, but it's a good catch nonetheless from the big man right in front of me, Joey Princiati. 1 away and still 2 runners on. As I was saying about Tenafly, they took a loss at Pascack Valley in their last game on the 9th, 6-5. They have Hills today and 2 more games to bookend their season. That is, of course, if they do not make the state tournament, which if they win this one, they have a good shot at. And a little wait, but we still get to see Matt Tortora. As there's a foul ball behind the plate. Emerson Cho on second base, Kyle Wankus on first. Usually Wankus would look to steal, but with Cho on second, probably won't happen, but we shall see what happens at the plate. 0-1. 0-2 now, with 1 away. And the next batter, Andrew Strime, who brought in Ronan Stern to give the Broncos a 1-0 lead. Here we are, 0-2 to Matt Tortora. High fly ball. It is caught. Weaving in between the fair and foul lines, but it doesn't matter when it settles in the glove. 2 away, and now Andrew Strime. Here's the first pitch to Strime. It's a high fly ball and foul behind the plate. I think it actually bounced into the Tenafly dugout. That would have been interesting. 0-1 is the count. No balls, 1 strike after just 1 pitch. Strime has an RBI double already today as Cho gets back quickly after the pitch bounced out of the catcher's glove, but it got on it quickly. 1-1 count. Strime rips one. That may go. over and into the fence. Another RBI double for Andrew Strime, and he'll bring in 2 this time as Kyle Wankus loses his helmet running around the bases. He almost caught up to Emerson Cho. It's a 3-1 Pascack Hills lead off of that RBI double once again from the cleanup man, Andrew Strime. 2 are out, and now Anthony Blackford comes to home plate. Here's a pitch to Strime. Called strike 1. Sorry, to Blackford. High ball, 1-1. It's another high one and inside as well for a 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1 to AB. Strime leading. He's antsy, but stays firm with a 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1 to Blackford. And in there to make it a full count. Bottom third still. This inning has gone on for about 10 minutes. 3-2 here. Ripped away and foul again. Here comes the 3-2. And it's a ball, as Strime is going to be able to get to third after it falls out of the catcher's glove again. So we have Andrew Strime on third base, Anthony Blackford on first. And this is Jake Lula at the plate. Also, 2 are out in the bottom of the third. Ripped. It'll go through. Strime will score. RBI single as Blackford avoids the tag. Actually, that is a pinch runner, Kyle Marquez. Runners on first and second, we get a mound conference for Tenafly. And the batter here after Ari Stern's injury is Corey Ginsberg. He is a junior and will be playing third base for the rest of this game. An inside ball there. Marquise, the sophomore, on second base looking to steal. Ginsburg has two at-bats so far this season. Has had hits on both of them, base hits on both of them. Swings and misses for a 1-1 count. And that one, a base hit over to first. Well, not a base hit. It will be the third out of the inning. A productive inning for Pascack Hills. 4-1 now the score at the end of the third. Top four, Tenafly tied things up last time they were at the plate. Can they get 3 runs and tie it again? We'll see. Ewan Colgan is still on the mound. There's a foul ball to start us off. Batter for the Tigers is, I believe, Joey Princiotti. An inside ball 1. And we get a 2-2 count. Full count on the first batter of the inning. Once again, Joey Princiotti. And he swung and missed at strike number 3. 1 away here, and up comes Troy Knaus. First pitch to Knaus, an outside ball 1. Fouled off there above the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's above Knaus's head. 2-1 count. Colgan, I have a feeling we'll see for 1 or 2 more innings unless something bad happens. A low pitch there makes it a 3-1 count with 1 away. Here comes 3-1. In there, strike number 2 called. And here's the 3-2. It's a bouncer. Ginsburg. The tag not laid on. And it's a base hit for Troy Knaus. And up comes Dylan Powell Miller. Swung on and missed for strike number 1. I believe he fouled that. Here's the 0-1. Actually a pickoff, but it's not in time. Oh, that's a high fly ball. Cho coming up to grab it, and 2 away. To the 9th batter in this Tenafly lineup, Ryan Tarabakija. Hills with a 3-run lead, and Tenafly with 1 man on. Another pickoff, not in time again. There's Overstrime, another base hit for Tenafly. It'll be just 1. And here comes Soma Yamazaki. High ball 1. And it's another base hit and maybe a run. No, he's going to have to stop. Big play from Jake Lula to keep the run in the field. Bases are loaded, however. 2 away. And now a chance for Ramon Mita to get a big RBI hit. He has 9 runs batted in so far this season. As now, Nick Evans will take some time with Ewan Colgan after some recent struggles. I can see him going a bit longer here, but we shall see what happens. This week is a bit of a preparation week for Hills as they head into the state tournament. Division play done. They've locked up a half of the Big North Patriot Division trophy and, of course, out of the county tournament after 2 games and a loss to Glen Rock 7-5 in the first round. Bases are loaded here. First pitch in there, called strike 1, another breaking ball. And there's a ground ball to Torts, throw to second in time. Hills gets out of the jam. 4-1 lead for the Broncos at the middle of the 4th. It will be Ewan Colgan to start the bottom of the 4th inning with a 3-run lead and looking to extend it just about 5:30 this May 14th afternoon, a Tuesday in 2024. And it looks like we'll have some bullpen activity with Andrew Strime coming, with both Cole Miller and Jake Szabo as catchers. There's a high fly ball way back here, off the wall in center, dead center. Ewan Colgan base hit all the way. I thought that was going to hit the camera. Oh, that would have been expensive. That was coming right to it. It would have just gone past it. Oh, my. Well, a good way to lead off. And now this is Emerson Show. Pulled back from the bunt. Colgan, as the pitcher, has been pinch run for Eddie Mulligan. Mulligan gets back in time, 2-0. Chasing the bunt, 2-1 count. Pickoff maneuver not in time. Cho not even trying to disguise the bunt. And the sack bunt works out. Mulligan gets over to second. Cho out at first. One away. Here comes Kyle Wankus. Here's the pitch. Called strike one. It's a high one, 1-1 the count. And there's a high fly ball way back. That is gone by a mile. My goodness, what a rip. 2-run home run for Kyle Wankus. 6-1 the score. My gracious. Here is Ronan Stern. Ooh, above and out of the catcher's glove, 1-0. You know, I had a feeling that Wankus home run was coming. That's not me trying to be one of those people who does all those, trying to word it correctly, those fake predictions. Like LeBron James, for example. But that is Wankus' second home run of this season. Of course, the first coming in that Glen Rock County game. 1-0 count. Strime done in the bullpen right now. And another high fly ball. That one does not have the distance, and it will be caught for the second out of the inning. And here is Matt Tortoro with none on and 2 away. First pitch, a called strike. And there's a foul ball behind the plate to make it 0-2. The 0-2 to Torts with 2 away. It's a high 1 ball 1. And a foul ball down the third base line. So 1-2 count as they retrieve the ball. Here's the pitch. And another high fly ball. Oh, off the wall. It's going to be a double for Torts. Just stayed within the foul pole. Oh, this is a long inning for Tenafly, both in the literal and the metaphorical. Here's Andrew Strime. And they intentionally walk Strime. So now Anthony Blackford is up. They're too scared of Strime after his 2 RBI doubles, which have both been scored with a man on second. 1-0. Ooh, big pickoff maneuver, but the throw does not even go as Torts got back in time. Nice rip. It will drop in right. Torts coming home. 3-run inning for Hills, and now runners are on the corners. Seven to 1. And Blackford will come off first base. It looks like once again it'll be Kyle Marquez. Here is Jake Lula. Ground ball may do it to short and to second. Well, it's been a productive inning for Hills. The end of the fourth, 7 to 1 is the score. After 4 innings, it is still Ewan Colgan on the mound. He got a good rest after leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. And he has some breathing room as well. Nationwide's on his side right now with a 6-run lead. And a 1-0 count to start the inning with, if I am not mistaken, Asher Zorn. I believe it's Theo Wasserloff. 2-0. This may be the last inning for Colgan. And we get a 2-1 count. High fly ball. It'll be foul to even us up at 2-2. And there's another high foul ball. We have once again a 2-2 count on the first batter of the 5th inning. And after a little timeout, here's the 2-2 high. Ground ball past Colgan. Torts over to grab it. He cannot. Base hit. And now Asher Zorn should come to the plate. And that may be it for Colgan. Ah, wait, no. They are talking with the umpire and Anthony Blackford, the catcher. Bunt is foul, 0-1. Here is the 0-1, and it is outside to give 1 ball and 1 strike. Another foul ball makes it 1-2. And a ground ball. Strime to second, maybe turning 2. No, he's safe. But the effort is there, and 1 is away. And now Joe DeGlominy. 1 away and a man on first. Here's the 1-0, low and outside. And we have 3 balls and no strikes for Joe DeGlominy and Ewan Colgan. Hey, there's a called strike, 3-1. And he'll make it 2 straight. A full count after a 3-0 start. Big 3-2 pitch, runner going. They'll let him go, but 2 are away. And now Joey Princiotti with a runner on second. A lot of planes flying low today. 1-0 count for Princiotti at the plate. And make it 2. Throw, pick off. No, not in time. Here is the 1-1 pitch from Colgan. It's a big lead. 2-1 is the count. And fouled off to make it 2-2. Two are away, so Colgan 1 strike away from heading back to the dugout in the middle of the 5th. Here we are, 2-2. And that ball fouled off. Here's a 2-2 pitch. It hit him. And now Troy Knaus is the batter. One 0. Swung on and missed. It's a 1-1 count. Here it comes. Fouled. 1-2. Still in the top of the 5th inning, 5:45 and steady cloud cover. Outside, no pickoff attempt, 2-2. And runner going to third, may do it. Oh, they call him safe. So now there are runners on the corners. And a 3-2 count at the plate. Still Colgan 1 strike away. Fouled off again. Here's a big 3-2. Inside, bases loaded on walks. And that may do it for Ewan Colgan. Step off the mound, big fella. You've done a hell of a job. And now it'll be Andrew Strime, the third most taxed arm in this Bronco pitching arsenal. That measured by pitches. 335 he has, just over Colgan's amount, 22.2 innings pitched. A 2.16 ERA. Well, we have a 6-run game, but a big blast could make it 2. The bases are loaded as Dylan Powell Miller comes to the plate, and we shall see what Andrew Strime will do his first time on the mound today. As there's a fly ball caught by Torts, and once again, bases loaded mean nothing to Hills. We go to the middle of the 5th with a 7-1 lead still with Pascack Hills. And this is Corey Ginsberg. Ground ball, third base line. The throw to first in time. Ginsberg goes away, and Ewan Colgan steps to the plate. Takes a high ball 1. And a high foul ball. Swing and misses at strike number 2. A 1-2 count for Colgan with 1 away. Here's the 1-2. outside just barely. 2-2. In there, called strike 3. And now it'll be Emerson Show. Here's the pitch. A low and outside ball. 1-0. Called strike 1. Fouled off, 1-2. The count for Cho. Into the stands, the Tenafly stands. Here's the 1-2 with 2 away to Emerson Cho. Bouncer to third, and 2 outs for that third baseman. In this bottom 5th inning, we end it with a 7-1 Pascack Hills lead. Top 6, Andrew Strime Towers on the mound as we get back underway with Tenafly at the plate. It is Ryan Tarabakija. Swings and misses at strike number 1. The 0-1, a bouncer to Ginsburg. It's foul. 0-2. Yamazaki and Mita do up. And another foul ball. Ooh, a high ball and inside 2, right over Tarabaki's head. Low and inside, we are even at a 2-2 count. And here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strime gets a swinging strikeout to start the 6th inning. And back to the top of the Tenafly order, Soma Yamazaki. A low and outside ball 1. Just past 6 o'clock with a called strike in the top of the 6th inning. And outside again, 2-1 the count. Three 1. Strime dealing. And make it full. Here it comes, 3-2. Ground ball. Colgan is in at first, and he makes the play, as Wankus has moved to second. 2 away. And here is Rahman Mita. Ooh! He dived to get out of its way, but it still hit him. Theo Wasserloff now the batter. Ooh, wait. He is coming back to the plate. Yep, Mita back at the plate. That was just a normal ball. A dive was successful. Here's the 1-0. Strike one. One from Strime. It's a base hit into right. Lula will keep it at just 1. So a 2-out single for Mita after being almost hit. And now that'll bring up Theo Wasserloff. And outside ball 1. With 2 away, the 1-0 pitch from Strime. Ground ball, bouncer to Torts, throw to first in time, and we go to the middle of the 6th with 1 inning left as it stands, 1 full inning. The Broncos will hit, and then we'll have Tenafly come back up. And here for what could very possibly be the final time this game, Kyle Wankus. We have Kyle Marquise, the sophomore, coming to the bullpen to warm up, and we'll see if he replaces Strime. At the plate, Wankus ready. High ball. One 0. Called strike 1. It looks like Dylan Powell Miller is in at the pitcher position for Tenafly. He has a 2-1 count with Wankus here. And we'll call it 3-1. The sophomore with a 2.28 ERA, 15.1 innings, and 205 total pitches. He has 7 strikeouts and 9 walks. There is number 10 to Kyle Wankus. And now, here's Ronan Stern. Pickoff will not go, and it's a called strike on Stern. Oh, 1 count. And another pickoff, but again, not in time, and that one was a ball. One, foul down the third base line. Wankus tried to go, but will have to go back. They know he likes stealing. We have ourselves a V8. It's a bit higher pitch than a V8, I think. Maybe a V10, we'll see. A 2-2 count at the plate. And there's a single into left field. Wankus is safe at third, and Stern is safe at first. None away. Here is Matt Tortora. Oh, pickoff. Doesn't even be thrown. And a high foul over the plate. 0-1 count for Torts. Still none away in the bottom of the sixth. We have the top of the seventh, and that should do it with this 7-1 Bronco lead. And we'll see if Kyle Marquise will pitch in that inning. He is just coming back after a bullpen session. Another pickoff, and again, not in time. We've seen a lot of pickoffs from Tenafly today. Not so many from Pascack Hills, but there have been some that's delayed the pace of this game. It is 6:15 in the bottom of the sixth right now. We started around 4:20 actually, which is the closest I think we've been to the usual start time or the scheduled start time of 4:15 that we have been this season. See if that trend continues into the state playoffs. It's a 1-1 count at the plate for Matt Tortora. Looking to bunt, pulled back. Stern steals second without a challenge. Two-one with two runners in scoring position. Torts calls time. I think he had a bug in his face. Here we are with a 2-1 count. And another high foul ball. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Another foul. Come on, Torts, hit something. And another foul ball from Torts. Still a 2-2 count. Once again, the 2-2. Hey, there's a hit into the field of play this time, and the center fielder makes a good catch to put one away. And now Andrew Strime comes to the plate with 2 runners on and both in scoring position. Now, I'm surprised they're not intentionally walking him here, considering the other 2 times he's been pitched to, he's hit an RBI double and has accounted for 3 Bronco runs today. That may be another one. It's a big hit back to the wall. Over! And Stern will come home along with... No, Stern had to stay, but it's an RBI double anyway for Andrew Strime that scores 1 run, 8-1 as Wankus comes home. Still 1 out. Here is Anthony Blackford. Swing and a miss. It's a 1-1 count. One for Blackford. A 1-2 count with 1 away. Here's the pitch. And out of the catcher's glove, no steal attempt. 2-2 is the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it hit Blackford, so the bases are loaded. And now Jake Lula with the bases loaded and a 7-run lead with 1 away. Pinch runner for Blackford. It'll be again Kyle Marquez. And fouled off. 0-1. High ball, 1-1 is the count. He chased that one, and now it's 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 away, and still Corey Ginsberg to come up. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. And there's a high fly ball to center. There's 2, tagging up Stern. He'll make it home safe. And there are runners on first and second with a 9-1 lead. Here comes Corey Ginsberg to the plate. I don't know if that's thunder that I'm hearing. It may very well be with this cloud cover. Showers, I'm not sure if they're expected for tonight, but Strime and Marquise are going to steal, so now there are runners on second and third. Well, now I've received the news that rain is expected to begin at 6:44, which I know you're not watching this live, but right now it is 6:21, so if you do the math, that is about 20 minutes away. 23 to be exact. It's a 1-1 count. We'll see if this ends before that. We'll see if that lightning detector goes off, as it did last time we were here against Riverdale. And there's a ground ball. It'll get through. Marquise gets home along with Strime. It is a 2 RBI single for Ginsberg that gives Hills an 11-1 lead, and now I think that will end it. The mercy rule in 6. And there you have it. It took 6 innings, but we are done. Your final score, 11-1. Pascack Hills takes the victory over Tenafly. They have 3 straight wins now. And that'll do it for our regular season baseball coverage. We should be back in the playoffs at least once here, hopefully twice or more, but we shall see. We're off tomorrow. And then Thursday, we have girls lacrosse. I believe that is scheduled to be senior night, so you may want to tune in for that. Then 2 boys lacrosse games, and we are into the state playoffs. So, for everybody here at Pascack Hills and for PH Athletics, this is Matthew Merlino. So long from Montvale.